Hey guys, welcome back to Crafting Crazy Beautiful. Today we are back at it with another tumbler tutorial. We're doing a 20-ounce skinny Nutcracker tumbler. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this, guys. We got that 20-ounce tumbler from Hog. And right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply tape to section off each section for our glitter to keep those lines nice and clean. Now, this first section I'm doing at about 1 inch. Now, you guys kind of choose how you want to do that. If you want a thicker head or how you want to do the crown, it's really based on how you want to do it. But first, we're going to put on a base of paint. Then we're going to put a second base of paint on. Once we put that second base on, before it dries, we'll go ahead and add the glitter in that particular color. Then once we're done with adding the glitter, before we allow it to dry, we want to go ahead and remove the tape so that we have an easier, smooth removal of that tape. Then we're going to go ahead and with the next section, which I did at a 1/2 inch for my brim of the hat for the Nutcracker. So what we're going to do here is the same thing, guys. We're just going to go ahead and paint that first layer. And then the next layer is going to be where we add in the glitter. Now for this one, we added a little bit of glue because that color was a little too translucent for me. So we added a little glue to make sure that, everything adhered well and that you didn't see the silver behind the glitter. So I'm doing this part just a section at a time, adding a little bit of glue and then adding the glitter and then adding a little bit of glue to the next part and adding the glitter. Just trying to make sure I don't get any of those colors mixed in with the previous color I already added. So here you're seeing that I'm going in with some Mod Podge because I wanted to make that purple, a little bit more full. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start in with this next section, which is the Nutcracker's face. Now for this section, I did this at 2 inches. And we're going to go ahead and with a color I mixed myself to get a nice brown, even skin tone. This took a lot of trial and error. I will say that since this video, I have purchased ColourPop paint by CCDIY, and their color that their brown is pretty much exactly like this color I created here. So I would definitely go ahead and do that. I don't have it in front of me, so I will link it in the description box below. So check out the description box to find out what brown is closest to this color from the ColourPop brand with CCDIY. So we're going to go ahead and just go in fast mode with this and finish that up. And for the remainder of the measurements, I'll leave that in the description as well in case you want to do the exact measurements I'm using for this tumbler. Now that we have each section glittered, I'm just going to go in and just do a touch up on any of the sections that I feel like need a little bit more glitter. And then we're going to go on in with the epoxy. Now, prior to epoxying, I do spray with 2 times Rust-Oleum clear coat to allow that glitter to hold. And in this section, you'll see that I'm going really slow with the epoxy because I should have actually clear coated that twice just to give it a better seal so that the glitter doesn't move. Because I don't want glitter in that section where the brown is, where I'm not using any glitter. So we're just going to be really careful about that. And like I said, guys, clear coat that until that glitter is not moving. If you get any glitter in the wrong spot, guys, just use your paintbrush to go ahead and spot check that. So now we're going to go in with the vinyl. And I have these thin vinyl strips here, which I will leave the measurements for these strips in the description in case you want to also use strips in between each of your sections. I feel like it gives the glitter portions some nice definition. So I like to use strips in between every section and just like to find a nice color that goes well with the other glitter items. And I'm out of frame, guys. I'm sorry. And I also put the eyebrows on without you. So I'm also sorry for that as well. So we're just going to go ahead and line up each section one by one. And I always print, I said print, but I always cut a few extra just in case. Because you never know, I might mess up one and need more. So now it's time for us to apply the decals. I put all of the decals together, all the vinyl pieces together before I lay them on. So I take each section, the irises, the little white dots and everything. And I like to put them together because it makes it easier to lay the eyes down. And I also like to, when I do the cheeks, when I do the little blush part for the cheeks, I like to make sure that they're already spaced where I would want them when I go ahead and cut them in design space. Now, this particular file that I'm using, I will also link the Etsy seller that I purchased this file from. They make it really easy. Some of this is already set up for you, and the sizing is pretty good as well. I would say size it to your liking. I did measurements to see how I liked it for this one, but not every single one of my nutcrackers has the exact same measurements. It all depends on the design that I'm going with. As far as the belt, I also believe I got the belt from the same Etsy seller, but I'll link both of the sellers if there's more than one in the description box as well. But now he is done, guys. We have gone ahead and put those decals on, and now we're doing that last layer of epoxy. Now, this might not be the last layer for you. If this last layer doesn't go on super smooth, or you might have a little lump, or you can still feel those vinyl decals, you need another layer. I like to go in with the flood coat, and usually that flood coat is enough for me not to have to go in with another layer. But if you do, guys, don't worry. It's no problem at all, and it will still come out beautiful. So, guys, now we're done, and I really hope you guys love this tutorial. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel out. And, guys, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to live your crazy, beautiful life. Bye!